Yo, what is up, guys? NQ Demon here, and we're back with another video. You already know we are fucking daily uploading. I'm not fucking lacking, and I'm already swearing in this video. That's not a good sign. But yes, I am back with another video. Today, I'm just gonna give you guys a market recap. What happened today? Did I take a trade or not? Did I do anything? Like, what did I see in the markets personally? And yeah, so it's gonna be a pretty short video because today was not entertaining at all. Or yeah, today the markets we had a pretty clear low resistance liquidity run, at least on NQ. And yeah, US 30 also didn't really do something that interesting in my opinion. I wouldn't have engaged. But like I said in the previous video, if you guys saw my previous video yesterday, I already took a win, and that was my second win of this week. So I'm already done for this week. So Thursday and Friday, I'm not going to be trading. Um, and so, yeah, I wouldn't have engaged anyways with my real risk, but maybe I would have taken a paper trade or something today if I did manage to find something A plus. But for me, I wouldn't have gotten any trade today, and yeah, today would have been a flat day for me either way. So even if I didn't get my second win already this week, I wouldn't have engaged today. And yeah, so I'm just gonna go into this market recap. Hopefully, give you guys some insight on the markets, help you guys gain some knowledge. You know what I mean? That's what I always try to do with these videos. Is not only are these videos good for me because I train myself, I train my mind and seeing certain things every single day, and I also give myself trade recaps and I learn from my own mistakes. So not only are these videos beneficial for me, but hopefully they're also beneficial for you guys, that you guys can learn something every single day. And you know what I mean, and I'm proving to you guys that it is possible. Like trading, I know it is a losing game, and overall the probabilities are not in your favor for you to succeed. If you look at the statistics, 90% of the traders fail and lose money. I know it's a hard industry, and I know it's a hard industry to succeed in, but all you really need to do, and everything you need to do to separate yourself from those 90% of the traders that fail, is just know that it is possible and know what you need to do to make it possible. Okay, you have to believe in yourself, and that's what I also try to do with these videos, is to show you guys that it is possible. It's not a fucking hoax. There aren't only trading gurus online that make money off of courses or whatever. Like, there are people out there that do make money from trading. Okay, I'm not saying you will never lose, but on the long term, there are people that this is their job every single day. This is what they do, and they make money, and they barely work, maybe 2 to 3 hours per day. You know what I mean? And they make a good amount of money. So I'm just trying to show you guys with these videos also, just so these videos aren't just for you guys to learn, but also so you guys could believe in yourself and see that it is possible and believe in this industry. Anyways, I just did a little yapping for you guys before I get into this market recap. So now we're gonna go into this market recap, and going into the morning, I wasn't really expecting much today because we got a lot of expansion yesterday. If you look at yesterday's daily candle, so Wednesday's daily candle, the candle was 600 points large. We had a range of 600 points. That's a fucking lot for every single pair. Even for US 30, that's a lot. You know what I mean? So the fact that we got a 600-point range on Nasdaq, we had a lot of expansion to yesterday. So going into this morning already, I didn't have high expectations. I thought maybe we're just going to consolidate, or maybe retrace, go back to EQ of the range, or not maybe EQ, but at least, do a nice little retracement. You know what I mean? But we ended up just manipulating a little higher, take out liquidity, fill in this imbalance right here, and we just went lower. So today was basically a textbook trading day. I personally wouldn't have gotten an entry, but today you could have easily caught like a continuation. I don't know I don't know what type of model you guys trading model you guys use, but if you today was a pretty clear like continuation day. So I think a lot of people probably won today. I'd say I saw that yesterday when I took a winning trade, a lot of people lost, but I think today has to be a day that a lot of people won. Today the bias was pretty clear, and yeah. So going into the morning, I don't know. I didn't have high expectations, but obviously you could see that order flow was overall bearish. You know what I mean? Like after yesterday's range, there's no way you go into today bullish. You know what I mean? Like that's just unacceptable. You're just you're setting yourself up for failure if you go into this morning bullish after yesterday's clear bearishness and clear range that we made to the downside. The markets are literally, like, they're literally telling you they want to go lower. You know what I mean? Like on the higher time frame. So You just have to know or spot when the markets are ready to continue lower. And so that's basically all you needed to do today, is basically spot when the markets want to continue lower. And for me with my model, there wasn't a confirmation before we already started getting that expansion lower. So I couldn't have capitalized on this move, but I'm sure a lot of you guys did. And so yeah, today was clear bearishness in sight. We manipulated higher during the pre-market, but we made these equal highs. And today, that was probably like the most annoying thing, is that the fact that we made these equal highs right here, because you'd want to see this high get taken out. But let me see if there might have been like some type of SMT with ES. I don't think so, but I didn't really check. Okay, so ES, yeah, ES clearly made a lower high. So you could say that is some type of SMT, because we made equal highs here and then ES made a lower high. You know, that does kind of look like some type of SMT, but technically it isn't. So yeah, it really just depends if you want to make that your SMT or whatever. Like if you want to identify that as a SMT. But yeah, you know, bearishness was clearly in sight today. At 9:30, we just started dumping. I think we had 8:30 news today, but I didn't really look at that. 9:30 we started dumping already, and I was basically waiting for us to see. I wanted to see how price reacts to this imbalance right here. As you guys can see, we already tapped multiple times in this imbalance, so this is a clear area that we are getting a lot of rejection from. So I obviously had to look out for this area, and we also had this imbalance that we were delivering from already. So for me, the way the 9 a.m. hourly candle closed, it was indecisive. There was no clear direction, because we respected and closed above this bullish imbalance, but we also respected and closed below this bearish imbalance. So for me, the 9 a.m. candle, so at 10 a.m., it closed indecisive, and there wasn't a clear direction for me yet. So for me, with my model, I didn't think the markets were ready to go lower yet. But as you guys can see, we did create this order block right here. And yeah, we did get a change in the state of delivery of that order block. But again, looking at this imbalance, I just wasn't sure. And when I'm not sure, I'm not engaging. You know what I mean? Like I have to be not 100%, but low battery. I don't have to be 100%, but I have to be confident in the trade. And that didn't make me confident in the trade if I were to take a short. But then, as you guys could see, once that 9 a.m. candle closed at 10 a.m., we were traced higher. We tapped into this mitigation block or order block. We also tapped into this 15-minute fair value gap really nicely. Also, there was an inverse right here. So it was a really, this is a BPR then. It was a really clean short, but just that H1 context and confirmation just wasn't there for me. Therefore, I didn't engage. But after I've seen this displacement, you know, it was clear bearishness in sight, and I was looking for some type of trade in here, but at the end you could see we just didn't get a clear trade, because for me, I need to see like some type of order block or something to get formed. You could say this, like there isn't nothing, there's no order block. Order block is crazy, not gonna lie. There is no order block in here for me with my definition of order block, so there wouldn't have been any trade in here. But I'm sure if you guys are some type of continuation traders, this would have been a nice mitigation block trade right here, a clear mitigation block trade. I don't usually take these type of trades anymore. I used to in the past when I started trading ICT, but this is just not my bread and butter anymore. But you know, if you guys would have taken something like this, pretty sure I'm 100% sure you would have made money. So today, again, the shorts were clearly in sight, but the markets just didn't offer me an opportunity when the direction was confirmed. And so I wouldn't have engaged either way. Even if I didn't already have my 2 wins, I wouldn't have engaged. I wouldn't have gotten an entry. So yeah, that's how today went. On Nasdaq, on US 30, I was basically, oh yeah, one person asked me to do like a gold market analysis or something, but guys, I don't really look at gold, and I'm not interested in looking at gold, because those are just not my markets that I really prefer. So I rather just stick to the US 30 and the Nasdaq, because those two are the markets that I actively trade, and I really just want to, you know, master these markets so I can just have like an intuition for these things. You know, I have to hop on the charts, and I hop on the charts, and I know exactly what I have to do. You know what I mean? Like, but if I go look at gold and stuff, and with different, because the price action on gold and like Forex is a little different. So, you know, I just rather just stick to these two. And I suggest you guys also to trade indices, bro. Trust me, indices are like the best things you could trade, in my opinion, especially if you trade ICT. Trade indices, like they're the most clear. And yeah, just stick to those. If you want to stick to only NQ, stick to NQ. If you want to stick to ES, use ES, or even US30. I know a lot of people that trade ICT don't really trade US30, but I really like it, so I don't know why you guys are not trading it. Anyways, going on US30, we swept this high right here, but yeah. So I remember initially at 10 a.m. after the 9 a.m. candle closed, I was bullish because we created this inverse, and yeah, it's obviously a really clear bullish candle. So I was a little bit more bullish, but obviously there wasn't a trade on the lower time frame because look at this expansion. There was no entry possible in here for me with my model. And then once we took out that high, it seems like that was the draw on liquidity. And then we just started dumping. And I was looking if we are going to close within this inverse for value gap or not. As you guys could see, we closed below this inverse. So in this scenario, I was then bearish because we swept this high and we closed below this inverse. We did not respect the inverse for value gap. So from that point on, I was really bearish. But again, there wouldn't have been any trade in here because there was just no order block, nothing. And I remember I was looking at these bullish imbalances and I just didn't like how we were delivering from them. So for me, I wouldn't have engaged in anything on US30 either. And I remember I wanted to see a retracement in this 15-minute fair value gap, which we also didn't do. So again, no entry possibilities today on either Nasdaq or US30. And it would have been a flat day either way. Again, remember, these type of days, you don't have to trip or anything. These type of days can happen that you don't find an entry even though you know where the markets are going. Don't overtrade. Don't get FOMO. Move on with your day. It happens. You know what I mean? Every single trader goes through it. And yeah, just keep going with your day. That's my best advice. Go do something different. Like one of the best advice I could give you guys trading related is, you know, do something, like get a hobby, do something next to trading or get another job, because so many people rely on trading to be their only income, and that's what causes a lot of people to overtrade and to FOMO and stuff. So that's my tip of the day, you could say. And yeah, so no trades. A really clean price action on US30 though. Really clean price action. After we confirmed lower, we got that nice delivery lower. This was clearly a low resistance liquidity run, just clear expansion lower. So, you know, no bullshit, no consolidating. But obviously no entry. Tomorrow again, I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna give you guys tomorrow also a market recap of how tomorrow went. And yeah, next week I'll be back trading again, and hopefully next week is also a good week. We'll see about that. Depends on how the market moves. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this market recap, and take care.